Hey everybody, Matt Holloway, host of the HollowNet podcast on Lanterns Media Network here. Sorry this isn't a live Facebook, but I've got a bunch of people over my house and family things are going on, and it's a long story. Also want to come out and again apologize that I did not have the podcast last week. As you may have seen if you follow me on Facebook, our hot water heater went... That's the technical term, and I am not a very good plumber at all. So it took me pretty much the whole weekend to get that sucker in. That thing sucked dry my Sunday. But hey, it's working now. I was able to take a hot shower. Go me. But we are going to be having our regularly scheduled HollowNet podcast here on Lanterns and Facebook Live and maybe even YouTube. That's going to be at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, Sunday. So again, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, Sunday, November 5th. The HollowNet podcast will be back to our normally scheduled programming. Did also want to take just a couple of minutes to show you something cool I've been working on. If you've listened to my show for a while, you may have heard the speech overlay that I do with a bunch of presidential speeches, and it kind of really sets the tone of how we're looking for a return to early 20th century conservatism and the traditions of small government and all that. And I thought that about a year ago I gave what I thought to be a pretty good speech that really kind of encapsulates my philosophies and what I'm trying to go for and what I'm trying to grow and build with the HollowNet. And I thought I would put something together along those lines into kind of a show bump. So I'm going to play that for you real quick. I'd love all your opinions if you could tell me what you think of it, if I'm barking up the wrong tree and being a little too self-aggrandizing with the dramatic music and all, or if you think it sounds good. I think it sounds pretty good, but I always want to turn to my audience and my listeners and get your opinions, guys. So check it out. This is called the I Am Free speech. And you can listen to this speech in full on YouTube. I have it on the HollowNet YouTube. Just jump on YouTube, search HollowNet. Really trying to take off on that platform too, but check it out. It's going to be cool.
I see people coming together not for divisiveness of party or for dichotomy of thought, but for unity in principle. And the principles that founded our nation, that all men are created equal and are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Today, ladies and gentlemen, those principles are under the sternest attack that we have seen in many generations. It has become a crime in this nation nearly to express a difference in opinion from what is held by your party to be doctrine, from what is purported by the media to be truth. We have an opportunity to reach out to our fellow Americans regardless of their creed and regardless of their political inclinations, and unite as Americans, not as Republicans or as Democrats, as liberals or conservatives, but to unite around the principles that have guided this nation so well. I've covered a lot of stories. But the story that remains untold is the story of America in the 21st century. When we choose to turn back the tide against progressive socialism. When we choose to embrace the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and the Bill of Rights. When we remember what it is to be Americans. And that principle will not die as long as there's one man, one woman, one child who looks defiantly into the night and says, I am free.
You're listening to the HollowNet podcast on the Lanterns Media Network. The new conservative resistance begins right here, right now.
So, I'm pretty happy with that. I'd love to know what you guys think. Leave me some love in the comments. Let me know if you think it's a little too dramatic, a little too self-aggrandizing, whatever. But again, thank you for watching, listening, and following the HollowNet podcast on Lanterns Media Network here on Facebook, YouTube, iHeartMedia, all the other sources that are out there. And I will look forward to spending an hour with you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern on the HollowNet podcast here on the Lanterns Media Network. From Phoenix, Arizona, I'm Matt Holloway. Later.